Welcome to our Zoom, folks. I am grateful to be able to share these practices today. Once again, we are in early October and still in the midst of pandemic and a crazy political season, and the smoke is here again today in California. And with that, so many of us are encountering so many challenges in our relationships, in our homes. And, if you're into astrology or not, on every level, you may be experiencing some of this kind of revelation of the time that we're going through, or the apocalypse. And you've probably heard me talk about it, but apocalypse does mean to reveal. So, this time of feeling like apocalypse is indeed a time of revelation, of revealing, as we turn in and may have to sit and be with ourselves a little more. That can be hard for lots of us. And as well, the revealing of what lies underneath on so many levels, physically, energetically. In our house, we've been dealing with fleas. So, even what's underneath the cushions here. Um, and so, I have been spending a lot of time in meditation just to get myself okay with things, to really listen in to what wants attention right now. And as well as with myself with that, in relationship with that, and seeing where my relationship to other people and other things wants attention. Oh, especially when it hurts and we want to run away. That's where we're being called to bring attention. So, whether this pertains to you in any way today, physically, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, in any of your relationships or connections, even that to your body, your low back, your spine, your mind, whatever it is, attention is what we are called to when there's pain or discomfort. It is information about our alignment with ourselves, with our environment. And so, in India, back in the day, there were wonderful stories of this elephant Ganesh, this character who people just fell in love with and thereby became a demigod. So, this elephant with these great stories, I'm not going to get much into right now, but named Ganapata or Ganesh. Ganapata or Ganapati, Ganesh's other name, means Lord of the little things. So, all those little things that call us to attention, the sensations in the body mind, our thoughts, our words, our tone, the tone of voice we use with people, with ourselves. What are we saying in our heads? And how all of these things will make such a difference in our experience. The little things, the way we offer our hand, our smile, our donations, our phone calls, our phone banking, whatever it is, all the wonderful things, the little things that add up to make a big difference. Thank you. Thank you for being present in practice and in awareness to pay attention to those little things and how you can make a difference in your own body, mind, and in the world. So, with that today, I've been noticing that since I've had some challenges with the idea of cultural appropriation, being a pale yoga teacher, that I backed away from chanting and stuff, which I love, love, love. And I'm not throwing it out there randomly. This is with the intention of what Ganesh is invited to represent for us. Ganesh's big belly holding all the little things. Ganesha, the keeper of the threshold. All of us right now going through a great initiation as we go through this rebirthing, or many initiations. And so this is when traditionally Ganesh is called for, when we are going through a threshold or passing from one time or one way of being into another. When we're finding challenge and feel like there are things in our way or obstacles on our path, we're not, look, just for Ganesh, come clear them away. But the other gift of Ganesh is to notice when those obstacles are indeed gifts, treasures, points of wisdom and value for us. And so we will chant to Ganesh this morning. I have got my happy skull mala. I don't know if you can see the happy smiling skulls, but there they are. And this is 54, so it's half of 108. We'll do 54 at the beginning, 54 at the end. I know some of you just need to like move right away in the morning. So if that's for you, just move. Go ahead and lay down and move. We're going to start on our backs after 3 ohms and 54 rounds of Om Gang Ganapati Namaha. Like this. Om Gang Ganapati Namaha. Like that. Okay. So first, press down into your seat. Feel the earth beneath you. Root down into this pause, into the darkness, into the not knowing, the uncertainty of these times. And from that, lift your heart to the sky. Lift the crown of your head to the sky and open to the great mystery and wonder and beauty of these times, of all that there is to learn, to grow wise for through. May we use our creativity to find how to thrive in these times. May we open to the listening to all the little things that are rising to teach us. Exhale and touch the earth, ground down, and let us give thanks to all that has brought us here on our path, and thanks to our ancestors and all that has been handed down to us. And thanks to all the teachers, gurus, and lineages of these practices, all the way back to India, and for me, back to the Kashmiri Valley, to the home of non-dual Tantra. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all my teachers, thank you to their teachers, and for all of these stories and practices, thank you. Great honoring to India and to these lineages. And let's open wide and gather up that great uncertainty, the becoming, the turning. As we dive into autumn here, bring the palms together and let's center and focus the sky, the infinite, the divine, the great mystery down to the crown of our head. May we awaken to our oneness, our interconnectedness. And hands to the third eye center, may we see clearly, knowing beyond words. Hands to the mouth, may we speak our truth. May we ask for what we need. May we offer gratitude and appreciation. And hands to the heart. May we be present for whatever arises, with courage, with kindness, with curiosity. Exhale and pour your breath out empty. Inhale your heart's yes. Join me, 3 ohms. Into our mantra, welcoming those powers within ourselves of wisdom to see clearly, the knowing, the moving of obstacles, the plucking out of the weeds in the garden of the mind. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Three more. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. This moment, this one breath, present, earth body, great sky mind, here now for our practice. Notice the effective vibration of japa mantra, the repetition of mantra to soothe the body mind. Stay in this subtle noticing of the little things if you can, even as we slowly progress to very big things. Unwind yourself and drape down onto the mat. You may want a block or two for this practice. And we are going to work this practice sideways on the mat so that you are facing the same way as I do. Often you'll be facing towards me, but today wide on the mat, everyone. Just so you know, in case you need to turn your mat before you lie down. And let's come to lie down on your back. And yeah, have a block if you have one. If not, there'll be ways to do everything without a block. You could use other bits of furniture as well. And just have the block nearby at first, and let's just get into the back body. Oh, so much space. We rearrange, we move furniture. It feels really good to rearrange and move furniture. Ah, yes, for clearing space. Hug into your knees and breathe your back body. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Letting go breaths. Feel your back body, your spine on the earth, and the way that you're held and supported by the earth. Thank you. And we'll move into strengthening the core to strengthen our spine and our systems of support. If you will, extend the heels straight out from the knees, knees straight above the hips, hips, knees, heels, making a nice 90-degree ankle. And bring your palms with the broad, flat part of the palm right up into your hip crease, into the head of the femurs there, the thigh bones. And keep the legs strong. They're hugging together a bit. You could be squeezing onto a block here as well for extra strength. And right now, pressing into heads of femurs, press the legs back. Keep them at 90 degrees. So you're going to push away and resist. Press, resist, press, resist. Work your shoulders on the back and notice the low ribs might want to pop up a bit here. Pull those low ribs down to the earth. Connect your back body to the earth. There could be a little breezeway in the lower back, natural lumbar curve. It's great. Work those low ribs down. Press those thighs away. Press, resist. And exhale, navel back. And rest, elbows alongside the body. Press into the elbows. Squeeze your shoulders on the back. So you can be working here without the block or have the short, narrow end of the block between your thighs. Elbows press in at the side, squeeze the shoulders on the back, puff up the chest as you inhale. And as you exhale, pull those low ribs down and ground a bit. Next inhale, push into the heels, lift hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, chest, lift your chin. Keep chest and chin lifted. Exhale, ripple down, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. Just two more like that, just beginning to warm up the spine, pulsing between fluidity and strength. So if you do have a block, we're going to take the block now with the narrow face facing us onto the thighs, just about a little bit above halfway on the thighs. So halfway would be here, so maybe just the block height above halfway. And you're going to bring the elbows to the block. If you don't have a block, do the same thing you did last time. You could also play with pressing higher up onto the legs. But it is a nice thing to keep the shoulders integrated, not have them coming up too much. So press into block, block presses back into elbows. Press, resist, press, resist. You could keep head down or turn it up. Navel back every exhale. Pull those low ribs back. One more. Come down, squeeze the block between the thighs or put it aside. Elbows bend at the sides, squeeze shoulders, puff up chest. Inhale. Exhale, pull those low ribs down. Next inhale, root into heels, lift the hips, ripple up, squeeze shoulders, lift the chest. Keep that chin lifted and ripple back down. Couple more breaths like that again. Come on back down. We're going to come up a little higher in the back with this one. It's the same one. So you can do the same thing again, pressing heads of the femurs, more low back. This area here, more upper middle back. And or turn it up by turning the head up. Maybe turn it up even more by extending one leg out to about 45 degrees. 10 breaths, navel back. Low ribs down. Wee, come on back. One more ride on our little bridge wave here for 3. One last time, second side. If you're doing the side to side thing, block back to just above midway, press, resist, turn it up as you like. Maybe the opposite leg extends out, navel back 10. Woo, come on back. Squeeze your blocks. This time we're going to ripple up and interlace the hands behind you. Work your palms together. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Breathe wide across the wings of your heart and lengthen tailbone out into block. Lift the navel. Deep full breaths here. Puff up the chest. Stretch it out. Breath in the nose. Breath out the mouth. Singing, sighing, laughing, crying, toning, moaning, groaning, all of it. Welcome. Couple more breaths. Something to go long ahs. Open jaw, open throat. Ah. Try to vibrate that heart center. Ah. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, ripple everything down. We are focusing on all that earthy nature of Ganesh, the hips and the legs and the low back today. So let's just pause here and do one of our favorite yummy things. Feet as wide as the mat, both knees to one side. Inhale, reach through knees, reach through the fingers. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to have so much room to space to stretch, space to room. Inhale, stretching to the side. Exhale and pull back. Let your breath lead the movement. And with your feet as wide as the mat, the next time that both knees come to the right, cross that right ankle over your left thigh and draw that left thigh down. You could add to this a couple ways here. You could reach down for that left foot and draw it in towards your left glute there, towards your seat. There should be zero sharp knee pain, so do that only if your knee is okay with it. If you want to add to that side body and front of the leg there, stretch, take hold of that left wrist with your right hand and lean up and over on the floor a bit. Deep, full breaths here in the nose. Out the mouth. Please stay with this longer if you like, or inhale there, stretching out that quad psoas. And as you exhale, let's go into the lateral hip. Pick that setup of the legs up. Interlace the hands behind the left thigh. Pull left thigh back, ease right thigh away. As you really flex those right toes back. So you want that right ankle really straight and strong. Pull in with the left arm as you press away with the right elbow. press, resist, and breathe. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. And stay with that. Just this itself, working this opposite angle and getting that lateral hip or outside of your hip open is going to help relieve some low back stuff. Or let's go, more core. Yeah. And in this way, same setup of the legs. Interlace the hands behind the head. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to pull that bottom knee back, navel back, sacrum up, shoulders up. Inhale and open. And exhale and curl. Strong pull back of the navel and curl sacrum and shoulders up. Keep the setup of the legs. We're going cross body, more core. So setup of the legs comes across. Right foot stands on the floor. Outer left thigh lands on the floor. Inhale, keep that right hand behind your head. Left arm reaches up overhead. Exhale, reach that left arm past the right thigh. Try to get both scapula off the earth without pulling your head. Ears in line with shoulders. Inhale and open. Exhale and reach. Whee! Going for 10 of those as well. Once you're done, take your time, unwind. Feet as wide as your mat, if you have a regular size mat. And inhale both knees to one side, stretch it out. Exhale through center. Inhale to the side. Exhale, passing through. And at your own pace, inhaling to stretch. Exhale to transition, side to side as you like. Or when you're ready, second side. Both knees to the left. Left ankle over right thigh, draw it down. Again, stay with that. That could be a lot. Unless there's sharp knee pain, get out, modify, support yourself. Otherwise, maybe adding a little extra spice, pulling that right foot in. Check in with your knee, please. Zero sharp knee pain allowed. If you're adding more, hold on to that right wrist and lift up and over. Side bending on the floor. Breathing that right side body and quadricep and psoas. All breathful, delicious. Breathe and repeat your yes. What are you grateful for today? What little thing or things are you focusing on today that might make a big difference in some of your conversations or relations or space? In the nose, out the mouth. Again, please stay with that as long as you like, or inhale, stretch it out, and exhale, keep the setup of the legs, pick it up, and interlace the hands behind right thigh. Use left elbow strong to ease that left thigh away. That left foot is active, toes drawing back, ankle really straight and strong to protect the knee. Pull in as you press away, rock and roll it around. See what feels good for you there today. How's your jaw? How's your tongue? We want to keep that mouth soft as we ask our hips to relax today and the low back to let go. Feeling the support of our own breath and vibration. Stay with this or add the core. Interlace the hands, keep that ankle and knee as square as you can. Inhale, elbows wide, shoulders on the back. Exhale, pull that right knee back, sacrum up, navel back, shoulders up. About 10 of those. Once you're done, right foot to the floor, cross body, left foot stands, outer right thigh lands. And inhale, reach that right arm up, left hand holds the weight of your head, keep the head heavy, neck soft. And follow any exhale to reach that right arm past your left thigh. Try to get both scapula up without pulling your head. Inhale, open in the nose. Exhale. there's that. Roll on over to hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, spread those fingers wide, knees under the hips. Claw the earth and pull the earth back to you. Shoulder blades down the back as hands and knees pull towards one another. Feel that core strength and try to keep that core strength here. We're going to work with core strength and some hip opening here. So, lengthening out, breathful. Inhale, open, right knee out to the side, big hip circles. Switch directions of your circles. And then square the hips up. Really knit the ribs and hips together so the waistline is not dropped out. Lift your knee to the height of the hip. Feel maybe a little burn going in that quad. Spread the toes, active foot. And we're going to pulse to the sky, kicking for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And inhale, exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, we're going to kick out to the side. And back down. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, round cat. With your breath, twice again. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Neutral spine, strong core. Pull those hands and knees together. Really active core and keep it that way. Big hip circles, 5 in each direction. Keep that core engaged. Don't let the low back fall out as you do this. Switch if you haven't. Foot to the sky, square the hips up, square that ankle and knee up, engage the core, and kick for 10. Inhale, exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, flex your foot. Exhale, kick out to the side for 10. Wee. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, round cat. A couple more. Inhale, strong hands, soft heart. Turn your toes under. Exhale, claw those fingers. Lift from the navel, up and back, down dog. 5 breaths. Any movements here? Long, full breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Really to try to articulate those shoulders so they're wrapping away from the ears a bit. You're widening across the shoulders and melt the heart. That can be a little bend in the elbows. Scoop in, wrap, relax the neck. Long, slow breaths in the nose, out the mouth. We're going to take a couple breaths here with a rotation. So you can walk the feet in a little closer towards the hands or hands a little further back as you like. And let's take the right hand cross body. Hold that left ankle or calf or thigh, whatever you can easily get a hold of. And then use that hold and give a little pull so the elbow bends. You're looking underneath that armpit. So if you're holding with the right hand to left ankle, then you're looking under your left armpit, spiraling deep. Relax the neck, breathe. Stay there with that, or let's use the sound to get the hearing up. Or you could challenge this and pull that other foot up into the core. Hug it in, hug it in. It's a big challenge. Keep pulling it in, strong core, and maybe float that leg a foot or two. Maybe the leg comes to hip height. And bring it on down, center up, adjust as needed. When you're ready, cross body, opposite hand to ankle or calf, and give a little pull. Bend that elbow, spiral, look under the opposite armpit here, relax the neck and breathe. Pour the weight into that left leg. Pull the right foot up into your core or whatever side you're on. Free leg pulls into the core. Maybe just get a little lighter on the toes there. It's okay. This is a big challenge and it's early in the practice. So lift to whatever height's right for you. Maybe hip height. And when you lose it, so it is. Let go. Stretch back. Long spine. And exhale. Walk the feet forward or the hands to the feet. And take a shake out. Give your hands a little shake out there. Shimmy your shoulders side to side. Let them roll around. Relax your neck. Give yourself a little bounce there. You can bounce the knees. Shimmy your shoulders. Let the head go. Give the head a little nod. And we're going to take about 5 more breaths here. So you could hold your head and hug the head with your arms to traction your spine longer. Or you could hold your elbows. A little more around the shoulders. Or hug into your legs. Last few breaths. Hug your feet to the earth. Lift and spread your toes. Squeeze feet to the earth. Lift the arches. Unwind the arms. Let the head and arms stay heavy. Lift kneecaps. Lift quadriceps. Couple more breaths. Lift the navel. 1 vertebra at a time. Root to rise. Press into the earth. Head comes up last. Roll all the way up to stand. At the top, inhale, open wide and gather up energetically. And exhale, center and focus. Hands to the heart. Push into the palms. Work your shoulders onto the back. And here's where our sideways practice comes in. We're going to be working side to side on the mat. So you may want to have a block at each end if you have a block or something to hold on to once we get into balancing poses on the side. You may not want or need one. That is up to you. I see people are fetching blocks. I'm going to give you a minute to give yourself something there. So this is for Ardha Chandrasana or half moon, so that when we come into this balance, you have a place there for your hand. Okay, beautiful. As you're ready, exhale down through your feet, hands down. Inhale, follow your breath, open wide, gather up energetically, and exhale, center and focus in. Push into the palms here, squeeze the shoulders on the back, lift your heart, breathe, and repeat your yes, I am. Or invoking your Ganesha power, Om Ganapati namaha. Big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to step wide, superstar. Bam. Own it. Big space on the mat, stepping wide. And I'm not sure if that's Ryan back there or who it is, but welcome. And yeah, sideways practice with the mat today. Stretching out, pull the hands, shoulders on the back, pull with your feet, legs up into the core. Everything hugged in powerfully to center. Feel all those little parts that make up your fullness, all the muscles and bones and tissues connecting, plugging in, drawing into your center, all parts of you connected to your yes to life. I'm going to play here with flowing and with aligning. So some pulsing in and out of form, some holding steady. You can choose when you need to mix it up or when you commit maybe to what's uncomfortable for you. Like standing this wide, sometimes that's uncomfortable for people. Inhale, big breath. As you exhale, bend that right knee and pivot and sink in. You want to make sure that knee is coming directly out of the hip point, right over the ankle, middle knee in line with middle toes. And that's where we're going to want to land it. Every time we're going to pulse this, warming up into the legs. Inhale, arms up, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend into the knees, sink in. Ultimately, we're looking for that thigh to be parallel with the earth. So maybe you make your stretch a little longer. When you sink in, ultimately, the ankles are underneath the wrists. So that's the alignment you're going for. Let's do a couple more. And now a couple more for real. So I'm going to do 5. Warrior two, hold it. Hug the earth with your feet. Pull big toes towards the heels. Lift your arches. Squeeze shoulders onto the back and then reach out from there. Sink deep into that front knee, right over the ankle. Shine out through your heart. Look out over the front hands. Breathe and repeat your yes, I am. Two more breaths. Inhale. As you exhale, come on back. Superstar. Hug in. Squeeze to center. Notice the difference in your sides, the warmth of your circulation, movement of energy. Yes. Big inhale as you exhale. Bend that left knee. Pivot. Turn the toes out to the left and sink in as much as you can. Knee over ankle. Thigh bone moving towards parallel with the earth. Inhale, push into the foot, straighten the leg, arms up. Exhale, sink it in. Again, really try to make sure you've got that alignment and the knees not knocking in. Middle knee, middle toes in a line. Three more. Hold steady. Hug the earth with the feet. Pull into the core. Head is right in line with the pelvic bowl, sinking in. Try not to lean forward. Draw the torso back a little bit so the head is right over the bowl of the pelvis. Beautiful. Yeah, nice job, everyone. Couple more breaths. Last big inhale. As you exhale, pivot back. Superstar. Inhale, bright. Exhale, bend that right knee, pivot, sink back in. Warrior two. Playing into dancing warrior. Inhale, push into that back leg. Push into it. Lift the heart. Bounce up out of it. Bend that front knee deep and pull that right hand up out of the ribs. Draw the breath into the bottom tip of that lung. Three more breaths here. You could look up at the top hand or down at the back foot. Big inhale here, stretch it out. Next exhale, pull up from the core and that right elbow to the thigh. Press your thigh wide and roll bottom ribs, face chest to the sky. Lay back from the shoulders, ears in line with the shoulders. Push into the outside of that back foot and stretch the fingers from there. Long line of energy. Breathe that here. Three more breaths. Inhale bright there as you exhale, come on up and back to your superstar. Inhale bright here. As you exhale, bend that left knee, pivot back into warrior two, second side, and follow your breath. Inhaling back to dancing warrior. Push into the back leg, pull that bottom hand up out of the waist, and breathe here. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Last breath or two. Inhale bright as you exhale, hug and rise up, elbow to the thigh. Press it wide as much as you can. The knees right over the ankle. Roll right ribs, face chest to the sky. Sorry, that would be your left or all of them. And push from the outside of the back foot through the fingertips. Breathe. Side body breath here. 3 or 4 breaths more. Big inhale here as you exhale. Come on back through. Warrior two, superstar. All right, we're going to play with it. Inhale here. Exhale, bend that right knee, pivot, sink it in. Inhale, dancing warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, transition. So we're going to do 5 pulses of these. If you'd rather just hold the pose, you are welcome to do that. Inhale the pose. Exhale to transition. Inhale the pose, last 3 sets. Last set. And do whatever you need to feel complete there. And then come on back, superstar. Breathe and feel the energy. Hug it in, beginning with your feet. Channel it to your yes, I am. Feel your fullness. And all the little things that offer that up. Big inhale. Exhale, left knee bends. Pivot, second side. Sink it in. Inhale, dancing warrior. Exhale, transition. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, transition. With your breath, 4 more sets. Two more sets. Come on back, superstar. Inhale, big bright breath. Let's keep this train moving. Exhale, right knee bend. Sink it in deep. Inhale, dancing warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, push into that front foot, straighten that leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lay back from your shoulders, ears align with the shoulders. Bottom hand can be on your ankle, shin, block, wherever it lands for you, or the earth behind you. And lift the heart. Slide the ears back over the shoulders, long back of the neck. Deep, full breaths here. Few more. Feel the outside of that back foot, arches lifted. Still, the feet are pulling towards one another. There's lots of core strength. Last inhale here. As you exhale, pull up from that top hand, bend back in through warrior two, pivot back, superstar. Inhale, bright. And as you exhale, left knee bends, sink it in, second side. Inhale, dancing. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, transition, triangle. 5 breaths, triangle, or so. Scoop the shoulders down the back, lay back, hug the earth with the feet and pull the feet together. Feel that core strength and breathe deep, full breaths, at least 3 more. Next inhale, pull from that top hand, bend back in, warrior two, and pivot back, superstar. All right, flowing through all that, we're going to add another pose. Inhale here, exhale, pivot. Inhale, dancing. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, top hand to your hip, bend into the front knee. Here's where you might want to block, about 45 degrees and 8 to 12 inches outside of your pinky toe. So hand to block or the floor, or whatever you got there, and then pull that back foot up into the core as much as you can at hip height. Shoulder blades down the back, lengthen out, lay on back, stacking that top shoulder and top hip and shoulder on top of the bottom ones as much as you can. Active top foot, spread the toes, hug in. Top arm can come up. Hand could be to heart. Bottom hand maybe lifts up. Maybe you bend the top knee, reach back for that ankle or foot. Last few breaths. And as you exhale, unwind. Step way back. Warrior two. Transitioning. Superstar. Inhale, bright. Exhale, left knee bend. Second side. Here we go. Sink it in. Inhale, dancing. Exhale, side angle. Inhale the pose. Exhale, triangle. Inhale the pose. As you're ready, top hand to hip. Bend into that knee. Again, looking for that block to be about 45 degrees and 8 to 12 inches outside the pinky toe. You might step in a bit and then pull the back foot into the core. Scoop the shoulders down. Lift the back foot to hip height as much as you can. Really stack that top hip on top of the bottom one. Top hand could stay there or come to sky. Bottom hand could stay there, or maybe you're hugging everything so much into the core that bottom hand gets light. Play there, or wobble, or bend that top knee, reach back for the ankle or foot, kick back, squeeze shoulders, lift heart. Last inhale here. As you exhale, unwind, step back, and this time let's take a pause. Heels in, toes out, wobble, wobble, and bring your elbows to your thighs. Sink in, and just ground into the hips a little bit there. Not a big outward flow. Take a little moment here to curl in, turn in, find some spiral. So you could stay with this as you like, using the elbows to press the thighs wide. Really work your booty back, low back curve in, heart forward. Keep the jaw soft and breathe here. Or bring your hands to where your elbows were, press wide. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, press that left thigh away. Pull your navel back and turn. Look over the right shoulder. Squeeze your breath out. Inhale, open center. Exhale, press and spiral. Follow your breath twice again, each side. And then open up center, Devyasana, sink it in. Inhale, shine it out, superstar. We're going to flow again through all that, adding a little bit on each side, and then we'll take this thing back down to the earth. Big heart breath, breathe your fullness, your yes, all the muscles, feel them all. Hopefully you're getting lots of them. You can feel that warmth building, your fullness, your connections all lit up. Excuse me. Sorry, it's a thing now. I clear my throat all the time because breathing. Big inhale. Exhale, bend that right knee, pivot, sink in, warrior two. Inhale, dancing warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, triangle. Inhale the pose, lay it back. As you're ready, exhale, left hand to the hip. Bend into that knee. Find your half moon pose. We'll take 3 breaths here. In case, again, you want to add that back bend, quad stretch, reaching for the foot, kicking back. Take your time. Or just to find steadiness, because that's hard enough here. Please stay with that as you like. When you're ready, release the foot to the sky and square yourself over that standing leg. Facing the end of the mat now, push that top foot to the sky and release the head. So you're trying to look up towards that top foot. Neck is long, head heavy. Stay here in the standing split, or you could inhale here and exhale, tuck that top knee behind the bottom one, squeeze in. Inhale, push it back to the sky. With that, you're also pulsing, looking under the armpit as you turn in, and the open side as you open up. Stay and play with that, or if you're feeling bouncy or wanna be, walk your hands forward about 1.5 or 2. Spread those fingers wide, claw the fingertips. Inhale as you exhale, pull up from the core and the top foot. Little pulses towards handstand. Or maybe just to your tiptoes, that's fine too. A few more breaths. And then slow and steady, step back, heels in, toes out. Again, grounding, elbows to thighs. You could stay in that grounding. You could hold your ankles pressed wide with the elbows. Or come back to where you were. 4 more breaths, twisting. Take your time once you're done there. Open back up, center. Devyasana, fierce goddess pose. Sink it in and shine it out. Superstars. Inhale, hug in, muscles to bones. Breathe here. Excuse me again. Smoke. Big inhale as you exhale, bend that left knee, pivot. Warrior two, sink it in. As inspired, dancing warrior. Exhale to transition, side angle. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, triangle. Inhale your triangle. Exhale, top hand to hip. Bend into that knee. Pull the back foot into the core. And half moon pose, your variation. 3 breaths. Please stay with that as you like, or top foot pushes up to the sky. Release the head to look up towards that top foot, long neck. Stay in that standing split. Inhale, reaching. Exhaling, tucking, or just stay with the reach. Pulsing in and out can be nice. Stay and play with that, or walk your hands forward. Again, about 1.5 feet or 2. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull that standing heel up into the core, maybe the whole foot. Pull up from the top foot, like someone tall and strong is helping you there. If you want to hold full handstand and you've got a wall around, or you're just able to, great, go for it. Otherwise, forward fold. So handstand or forward fold, about 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. So about 6 to 10 breaths. Hug your head or hold your elbows or hug your legs. Any movements here in a forward fold. About 4 more breaths. And then let's step your left foot back so that you're in a right leg lunge, but not all the way back. So a shorter stance, about 3.5 feet or so. One last peak pose here, and then we'll take it down to the floor. So Pavrita Trikonasana, rotated triangle pose. Bring your right thumb to your hip crease, front leg hand to hip crease. Push that thumb into the head of the femur and lengthen the hip back and lift the heart, reach the heart forward, and then begin to spiral. You could stay there, that's quite enough. Or if you want to go deeper, take that left hand outside of around your heel and push the shin and the forearm into one another. Really use that push to lengthen spine, squeeze inner thighs. Stay there, or maybe top hand, face chest, spiral a little more to the sky. Lift your heart and deep full breaths here. Please stay longer if you like, or unwind into a wide-legged forward fold. You could heel toe the feet as wide as you like. Let's take a parallel feet forward fold. You could walk the hands back behind you, draw your head towards the earth. You could hold your ankles or big toes. If you're a headstander and you're into this upside down thing today, go for that. We got about 5 more breaths. Take your time. If you're up, make your way back down to earth. And if you're down, so it is. Make your way to your second side, whether you step switch or rotate, and left foot forward. Push into that foot, pull the head of that femur back. Again, feet are parallel as you can, turned out as you need, and just about 3 feet apart or so. Bring your left thumb or front leg thumb to that hip crease. Push the head of that femur back. Lift your navel and lengthen the spine. Squeeze the inner thighs. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Lift your heart and lay back. Breathful here. Once you're breathful here, maybe adding more. Front hand outside of that heel or so. Push shin and forearm into one another. Lift the heart. Lengthen your spine. Stay there. Top hand to the sky. Roll face chest to the sky. All variations welcome. About 5 breaths more. Please stay longer if you like. When you're ready, unwind and come back to that wide-legged forward fold. Here, you could heel toe the feet as wide as you like. And maybe come to the hands, blocks, maybe come to forearms. You could hold your feet or walk the hands back behind you. Again, there's opportunity for headstand moment, or just keep going wide, breathing into the adductors, your inner thigh muscles. Sliding or heel toeing, keep some muscular action in that. So we don't want to just drop into a big stretch here, but really hug the earth with your feet, hug your muscles to your bones, and slowly, slowly just find your breathful edge. At any point, you could turn this wide-legged stance into a wide-legged seat, which for you may mean bringing one hand behind you, turning the fingers back, bending the elbow to make a fulcrum, or may mean stepping your feet together, sit down, and then open your legs wide. If your hamstrings or low back are tight, please sit up onto a blanket or some such thing here, a pillow. Had to do it. Take your time. When you're ready, spin inseams towards the ground. So grab a hold of your thighs and roll your inseams down. Flesh of the sit bones out, back, and away. Pick your booty up. Come onto the fronter edge of your sits bones as much as possible. It also helps to scoot forward. That could automatically spin everything back behind you there. Goal is to really get the pelvis to pour forward. So if your low back's rounded at all, please sit up on something and try to get the pelvic bowl to pour forward. And also, bending the knees could help. Bend the knees and pull the heels back so they're not going to move, but pull them on the earth. Feel those femurs plug in and get the pelvic bowl to pour forward. From here, you could use your hands on your legs, a strap around your feet, or hands on the floor. Pull on the earth. You might give a little squeeze, release, booty shake, a little twerking moment there. Get that connection of your hips, low back, and hamstrings all juicy and release. Plus, bouncing, twerking is the thing. Do it. Let go. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. See how you see I'm descending. My body wants to go there. Not all bodies want to. So notice if your heart is leading and you think you're supposed to get somewhere, if your head is leading, excuse me, and you think you're supposed to get somewhere, then the heart's going to pull back. Really pull upright. Lift your heart and let your heart lead. And if the legs start screaming, listen. The heart listens. And we pull back just a little bit. Activate the legs a little more. Pour the pelvis forward more. Breathe your lower back in and your heart forward. And at any point here, you could use a chair. You could stack up a bolster and a blanket, or elbows on a block, elbow and fist on a block, just elbow and fist, just fists, whatever you need to support yourself, please. Lengthen forward, lift your heart, pause upright, or any breathful bowing in place. Breath in the nose, breath out the mouth. Letting go breaths. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Got about 5 more breaths here. Please stay longer if you like. When you're ready, drape up slowly. Options: you could roll right through to lying on your back, or just pick your knees up and find yourself a comfortable seat. Again, you may want to sit up onto a pillow, a block blanket, some such things so that you're comfortable in a cross-legged seat. And listen into your body. If there are any other last movements or shapes that your body would like to take before final resting, please do. But otherwise, we're going to take a little mantric meditation. Moving slowly, listening to the body. Find a comfortable resting place. And again, really feel the earth beneath you and the way the earth of your body has been ignited, awakened this morning. Your roots, your feet, your hips, your pelvic floor, your core, strong, resilient, powerful, holding and supporting the bright blossoming of your heart, your mind, your spirit at this time, giving thanks to that spirit of Ganesh within you, your elephant power, your power to discern, to move and change things, your power to remember all of the little things, the words, the tones, the smiles, the appreciations that make such a huge difference in relationships, in life. Breathing into that, your elephant power, and let's invoke it to get even brighter today and see it, if you will, rippling out this energy of clearing away what is not serving us, allowing the dismantling of expired constructs and welcoming the treasures of what's been hidden underneath. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Om, the vibration of the universe. Gang is the seed sound of Bija mantra for Ganapata. Ganapata Ganesh, the Lord of the little things. Yea to that, affirming our honoring of this attention, this awareness to our own fullness and all the little things that make that. I'm going 54 times at any point. You could melt on down into Shavasana or stay in meditation, following along or just receiving. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gang Ganapataye Namah. 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 Gang Ganapataye Namah. Om 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 Gang Ganapataye Namah. Three more. Om Gang Ganapataye Namah. Om Gang Ganapataye Namah. Om Gang Ganapataye Namah. Rest in relative silence. Feel the vibration of your body mind. All the very little things, the cells, the sounds, the vibrations, the atoms, the molecules that make up all that you are. words, the memories, the beliefs, stories, the breaths, the beloveds. Sense the earth beneath you, rich with connection. The millions of miles of mycelia that connect all the trees, a great wood wide web of communication all around the earth. And sense your connection to this earth, the communication that is being offered to you from the earth, from nature all around you, the abundance, the nourishment, the beauty, the teachings about how things sprout and grow and fade and let go and dissolve, the necessity of letting go, of one thing turning into the next, the patience of the seed underground, the turning of that seed into a sprout, into a tree full of flowers and fruits and seeds, the infinite potential that you are a part of, feeling that connection, the connection of your bones to your muscles, all of your integument, your connective tissue, your fascia, your flesh, your ligaments, your organs wrapped in fascia, the communication throughout your body of the same kind of webbing of the fascia, all parts of the body alerted when one part is in any kind of stress, including the mind, the heart, the whole body feeling it. Are you able to take pause and allow your body to notice what's happening, absorb, transform, compost our stories, our limiting beliefs, make room for the new, breathe this gift of breath, this gift of sky, of the divine, the infinite, the mystery, the undefinable, breathing life to and through and as this body. Welcome this gift of life, to this gift of embodiment, and yes to all the little things that make you up today. Breathe into your yes, repeat your mantra, your intention, and begin to wiggle and sparkle and shine that out through the body as inspired. And of course, you're at home. If you just want to stay relaxing, you're welcome to, or stay in meditation. Otherwise, begin to spiral wrists and ankles as inspired. Reach the arms up overhead and stretch your body long. Feel your fullness, all your parts, all the connections. Delicious embodiment. Thank you. And following exhale, if you're lying down, to step your feet to the floor and roll to one side, letting that bottom arm being your pillow, and just give yourself a little hug in there. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you to the millions of miracles that happen in this body every day to keep us going. Thank you. And follow any inhale to press into the earth and drape on up to a nice tall seat. Again, lifting your heart and your head to the sky, maybe keeping your eyes closed and the awareness inward. Take pause and feel that clear channel for life that you are. Your yes, I am. As you find your meditative seat, again, your intentional breath, breathing your yes, your points of gratitude, the remembrance of your fullness, your commitment to pay attention to that one or those many little things today that might make a big difference in your body, in your mind, in your heart, in your relationships and connections out into the world. And may all of the effort and energy of our practice, including the spaciousness, the pause, be fuel, nourishment for what it is we're growing, for our offering to the world. And maybe bring the hands to your belly and heart, feeling your Ganesha belly, let it be soft in your hands, or just feeling your heartbeat and how each one little heartbeat beating with the vibration of your thoughts, of your intentions. It's going to make a difference in your experience. May this ripple out. May it benefit those around us and beyond. May it ripple out and benefit all beings. May all beings be joyous and free and safe from harm. May all beings awaken to our interconnectedness, into their own power and fullness. Breathe your heart's yes, imagining those blessings rippling out. Exhale and empty. Again, inhale your yes, if you will. One great Om to seal our practice. And bow into the light of your own heart, into that very same light within all beings. Namaste. And to the earth. Rama. Thank you, Great Mama. And thank you to the wonderful stories of Ganesh. Thank you to the great spirit of Ganesh, imbued by all who focus on this character and this spirit. We just remember when we're struggling, it just arises. Ah, yes, my elephant power. May it be with you. And thank you all the way back again to India and to all my teachers. And may all beings be safe and thrive somehow through these challenging times. Namaste. Mhm. I'm going to stop the live stream. Thank you all for joining. And to those on the Zoom, be happy to say hi. Join me on Patreon if you can. You can.